if you want to stand out at work, stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. Look, people want to be entrepreneurs and run their own business, but it actually starts from what you do in-house. When I think about people who are entrepreneurs but are in an organization, I often call them intrapreneurs. So we're going to talk about that. Welcome to day 17 of the Career Kickstart series. We're going to be talking about entrepreneurship in the workplace. Let's get into it. So entrepreneurs at work are people who are not just there to just tick a box and do the job, but they're there to solve problems, they're there to add value, and they get noticed consequently as future leaders of an organization. It's beyond just getting a paycheck, but they're actually leveraging their skills and their strengths to ensure that things get done the way they're supposed to get done in the workplace, to ensure that there is positive growth, right? They are not just delivering tasks and repeats. It's not a box ticking exercise for them. They are true problem solvers, true innovators, through true challengers in the organization, and they're what I call entrepreneurial thinkers. So what I've seen in an organization, right, is that being an entrepreneur at work means you're treating the business like it's your own, right? You're spotting problems, you're proposing solutions, you're thinking about impact, not just activity. And when you do that, you stop blending in and you start being seen as someone with leadership potential. And so some of the key ways you can practically do this, right, is to often ask yourself every day, if this was my business, what would I do differently? Right? You can also look out for inefficiencies and you start to say things like, how can I make things faster, smarter, sharper, than what it is right now? Think from a value perspective, not just from an effort perspective or an activity perspective. What actually is going to move the needle here? And start to take ownership for solutions, not just problems. In Luke 16:10, it says, whoever can be trusted with little will be trusted with much, and whoever is dishonest with very little will be dishonest with much. Excellence in the small things really shows that you can be trusted with bigger opportunities, right? And that's the mindset shift I really want you to have, that you're not just an employee, you are a value creator and someone who needs to actually show up as an owner, right? And when you do, you now start to become trusted like a leader. If you're going to prepare yourself even to own your own business at a later point, it starts with how you handle somebody else's business now. Trust me when I say it's a completely different mindset when you start thinking like an owner rather than just thinking like a doer, right? And I hope that will actually help you. It's going to be a big change, but it's going to be a great, great, great change with great results. I'll see you on the next one.